from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now a first down throw. Watson sliding out of the pocket and incomplete to open things up. We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Miami. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Check 26, check 26. Check 26. Double up. He's coming, double up. 54.
On first down, it's Watson. They still can't get him. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Watson on first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Devin McCourty picks it off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Patriot first down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Throwing, Jones.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Faking the give. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Play action. Jones. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, That's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right at the 35. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Jones throw complete there to Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Watson. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, it's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Jones on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And he fields it cleanly. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Buying time to his left.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now it's Watson rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 59-yard
Crossbar no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip. Remember? But back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get a yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Back to throw. Jones. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On the give, this is Harris. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through three. That was impressive.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off by Juan Williams.
And the Pats will take over possession here up at the 44.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win.
5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. On 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Jones. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And the Patriots first down.
Let's go. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Jones now on 1st and 10. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now a throw here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll run with Etienne. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Travis Etienne as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught. Smith. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Jones throwing on first down. Dancing to his left.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pats at the line ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even...
It's caught inside the 25.
Look at it.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Steven Sims Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Now Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he's got it to James White. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Sims.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is James White. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And a dump off to White. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. On 1st and 10, Watson.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Watson off play action. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Going deep here for Parker. And this is taken in at the 5. And so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Travis Etienne, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they... And that's caught inside the 35.
Always a pleasure.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Aguilar with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Fulk connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dolphins 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Jones throw there taken in by Smith.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw again.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones.
And they'll go back to Smith. This time it's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Sims. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's White. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a first down carry for Harris, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Here's Watson.
Steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Jones now. Off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He's to the 10, and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. This is Harris. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, they get